Hi, welcome back to Genius Lounge. I'm your host, Matt Troutman. Genius Lounge is the place to come to learn about all of the technology that you've got in your life. So if you enjoy today's video, we'd ask that you consider subscribing. It's free and it helps us let you know when we post new videos. Alright, now that we've gone through the tediousness of creating our Instagram account and following a few people, we can get down to the nitty-gritty and the really fun stuff, sharing pictures of your lunch. Don't do that. Nobody likes it, and that's what Instagram stories are for. Okay, so posting is pretty simple on Instagram. You choose your photo that you've already taken, or you take one now, you apply a filter, think like a Polaroid, and you add a caption, and then you post. So let's get started. First, you'll need to open Instagram. From the options at the bottom, I'm going to tap the little plus, which is in the very middle. From there, you can select one of three options: Library, which are your photos and videos that you've taken outside of Instagram; Photo, and that means you'll take a photo right now with Instagram; or Video, which takes a video right there within Instagram as well. For this post, we're going to use a picture that I've already taken. So to do that, I'm going to make sure that I've selected Library in the lower left-hand corner of my screen. When I select this, I see a few buttons overlaid on my picture. On the far left, I see a circle with what appears to be two arrows pointed out in a diagonal. So this button allows you to adjust your picture from a square to the original dimensions of the picture, or at least closer than maybe what a square is. So you can see that this picture was a little bit taller, and I want to get more of that pineapple in the frame, so I'm going to leave it like this. Moving to the right, you see the boomerang button. Boomerang is another app made by Instagram that's intended to make quick little videos that boomerang back and forth. Think of an infinite instant replay. And next to that is the Layout app button, which lets you make a quick and simple collage to post to Instagram. And finally, you'll see the Select Multiple button. This button allows you to add multiple photos or videos to a post. So if I tap Select Multiple, I can see that my pineapple will be my first picture that's posted, and then maybe I want a selfie second, and you can see that those are numbered. But for now, we're just going to post the one picture, so I'm going to tap the multiples button again, and that will turn that off, and I'm going to select my pineapple again. Alright, now that I've got my picture selected, I'm going to tap on Next in the upper right-hand side of the screen. On this screen, you'll see the Filters menu. These filters can give a certain look to your photos, and many of them add the feeling of a Polaroid camera. This is part of why Instagram became so popular to begin with. So to select a filter, all you need to do is swipe left or swipe right to see all of the filters. Once you've found your favorite, go ahead and tap on it to see the effect that it'll have on your photo. If you tap on a filter a second time, you'll see the option to adjust the level of effect that the filter has on the photo, and also you get the ability to add a little frame if you would like. And next to the filter menu at the bottom of the screen is the Edit menu. So I'm going to tap on Edit. There are lots of different options here that allow you to manipulate your photo just a little bit to get it just right to post. So let's say that it wasn't quite level and I wanted to make sure that it seemed level when I posted that picture. All I need to do is slide left or right on this, and then I can line that up. So now it looks perfectly level, or at least to my eye it does. I'm going to go ahead and tap Done, and then it reapplies those effects that I put on with a filter. I see a little dot that I've adjusted that underneath the Adjust feature. And now let's say I wanted to add just a hint of color to this. So I can tap any one of these colors here. If I tap a second time, I can adjust the amount of color that I want to add to that picture. In this case, I'm going to say I want to add a little bit of red. And maybe not quite so much, just a little bit of red to make it look really like a Polaroid. Now that I'm done in my Edit menu, I'm going to go ahead and tap Next. And that's going to bring us to the Captioning feature. So all I need to do here is write a little description of what the photo is, if it's needed. Of course, a picture is worth 1,000 words, However, you may want to give a little context to what you're showing your viewers. Alright, so this is my pineapple air plant. I'm going to add a space in there. And now is the time that you can use those hashtags that we learned about in a previous episode. So if you wanted to tag this particular post, all you need to do is use this little pound symbol in the lower right-hand corner, also commonly called the hashtag, and just go ahead and start typing a single word. And Instagram will give you suggestions of hashtags to use. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and use the most popular one here with over 5 million posts of pineapple. And then I'm also going to put in air plant. But this time I'm going to make it one word because hashtags always have to be one word. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and choose air plant there about third one down. And I'm going to tap OK. And if someone I knew was in the photo, I can tag people. So it says tap anywhere on the photo to tag a person. So I can tap right here and I can say this is the Genius Lounge. And they'll get a notification that they're tagged in a photo, and then people can also make their way to your photo through their tagged photos as well. So now I do have the ability to add a location, and in this case I'm going to say we're in the San Francisco Bay Area. Below my location, I see these other little switches that allow me to post to other social networks. For now I'm going to leave those off, because I just want to post to Instagram. So now what I'm going to do is tap share in the upper right hand corner. You'll see that little posting notification. And voila, there is your first Instagram post. So that was a quick run through of how to post on Instagram. If you enjoy this video, please be sure to give us a thumbs up down below and don't forget to subscribe. It's easy, it's free, and it helps us notify you every time that we post new content. Just be sure to ring that little bell. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Matt Troutman, and I'll see you around the Genius Lounge.